Hello there. It's a Gospel Blaze Network, and as usual, we're here for you, inspire you, to motivate you to do what you do best and to improve your lives. And Arnold Nkaluba is my name. I'll be your host today. And with me today is a gentleman that I'm glad to be hosting this afternoon. And I believe he's a gentleman that has impacted so many lives. And I believe at the end of this session, you will have impacted your life and you will have something um, change in your life. Ladies and gentlemen, Jonathan Light.
Wow, thank you, Arnold.
Yes,
I'm
please.
glad to be here. You and your wonderful team. It's an honor and a pleasure.
It is.
Yeah,
I'm glad to be hosting you today. I'm happy that you're here.
great.
So, Jonathan, tell us a little bit about yourself. Who are you?
Okay, thank you. I'm Jonathan Light, businessman, born again Christian. I'm a life development coach, and I like to help people succeed in all ramifications of life. I'm a Ugandan, though people mistaken me to be a West
Nigerian?
African,
I
but I'm a
thought so.
Ugandan.
Okay.
Yeah, having worked with them for a long time, people think I am a Nigerian sort of, but I'm a Ugandan. I'm proud to be born in the Pearl of Africa.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's an honor to be a countryman to somebody like you.
thank you.
So you talked about helping people succeed.
Mm.
How exactly do you do this?
Yeah, life coaching is a very broad aspect,
Sure.
of which I share about 14 niches therein,
Okay.
and something I've been practicing for the last 5 years.
Wow.
And seeing that you can be able to open a person's eyes to destiny is very important. Seeing that you can help somebody awaken to their, to their future personality and the greatness within them, and to embark on that journey, and to make sure they are living life on purpose but not try and error. Helping organizations scale up their performance, see the get to perform better, see their results, and so forth and so on, is very amazing. Because at the end of the day, we have the desire to start great, keep on great, but a lot of things that we do not see or know, that experts like we can see and help you out. Most of the people tend to fail, lose morale, throw in the towel, even in circumstances they would not have done that. So having a coach like me, having a talk with me, assigning me on your part of the people you listen to, and get instructions from, is very amazing. So I love doing it, and every person I've interfaced with, it automatically works because it's meant to.
I can imagine.
Thank you.
Anyway, so you talked about you've been doing this for the last 5 or so years.
Yes.
What exactly were you? How did you get into this?
Okay.
Did
Great.
you study something that is connected to this? I mean, I'm thinking,
Mm-hmm.
did you? Are there courses where they train life coaches at university or something? I
Uh-huh.
don't know. Tell
Yeah.
me about that.
There are institutions who teach people to be coaches,
Okay.
but we group it into motivational speaking.
Okay.
Everybody can speak, everybody can arouse emotions, which is motivational speaking.
Okay.
So initially, I was being a businessman, I was practicing my civil engineering,
Okay.
and I liked it. There are very many things I can do, and having had a privilege to grow from church since I was a young man, so I was imparted with a special energy to do different things, and I'm good at them. But time comes when you are tired to be in the bracket of trial and error. So I had to sit down and inquire of the Lord.
Okay.
You know what? I'm aging, and I really want to stay in my line and build a conglomerate life and business, and impact lives all over the world in that I am meant to do on the earth. So it was a very bigger encounter, of which it developed into meeting very many destiny helpers, and so forth and so on. So doing this, it's not that I did go to school to be trained. It is wired in me. It is wired in me. It is inbuilt. It's something I got to discover that God had already put in me, and I started riding and sailing with it. Then, of course, as you move along to build your profession and expertise, you tend to do a few courses here and there that are significant and additional to what I am doing. So, in starting out, it is something that was in me that I just had to release. Like a person who just has the vocals in them, they know how they feel they can sing, they just get into the studio, release it. Then it's wonderful, but then the professionals will tell you we pan a bit here and here to make sure things move on. So that's how it began, and from that time till now.
So you talked about this is within you, but then at university you studied engineering. What does it feel like to study something and then do something a little bit out of line of what you studied?
Yeah, this is one of the things I talk with the young generation.
Okay.
We have been trained to chase ambitions.
Sure.
Since from our childhood, we've been trained to chase ambitions, and this is what happens if you cross 25 or 30 years when you're still chasing ambitions. Then you are likely to lose the most important and purposeful time of your on earth. You get it? So these are fancy things. When we're in school, you say, I want to be this, I want to be this, and so forth and so on. But when you start the real journey of life, you feel like you're pushing something, but you're not into it. Okay. It's something you crammed at school. It's something you were taught. It looks nice. You're good at it, but it's not expedient. You get what I'm saying? Sure. So I was doing it. I loved it, but then I was not feeling myself in it. The only way you can be impactful in society and on earth, if people can feel the fragments of your impact springing from within you. Sure. You get it? So I said, no. I don't want to go as everybody else has gone. I don't want to keep at the bottom as everybody else is. What is it specifically that I'm meant to do? So I put it aside. Of course, in my business world, I do practice it, and all that within real estate and all that stuff. Yeah. I have friends that advise on that, the same thing. But then my main line and my mainstream line, sure, what I am doing is this that is wired in me, and the passion and the purpose and the cause why I am on the earth.
Okay, so there is something you studied, then there is passion, and then you actually choose to follow passion. And I'm imagining you're actually reaping big from passion more than you would have from something that you studied. Okay, so basically, I see almost every year, almost about 20,000 or so students graduate from university.
So true.
And many of these people have taken on courses and done lots of things and all that and all that. But then some do succeed at what they do, like you say. And then there's that element of I'm really successful at this, but then I'm not really happy. What is that one thing that you would advise such a person?
Yeah, this is it. We need to understand what success is.
Okay.
Success is not about accumulation of money, property, and so forth and so on.
Sure.
Success is the ability to replicate yourself in the people, the human race.
Wow.
You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
The human race. Now, this is it. Most of the times, we have two things. We have education intelligence and life intelligence.
Sure.
Now, when we go to school and equip ourselves and all that stuff, we have been equipped with education intelligence. And in life, the success world, life runs 90% life intelligence and 10% education intelligence. So many people are running on the 10% and actually have not tapped into that unique potential of life intelligence. And you find that, yes, a person will do whatever they do. They will build up businesses. They will build up whatsoever thing. And so fine. It's good. It's glamorous. We like it. We look at it. But when that person passes on, or, their time on earth has ended, they pass on with whatever they accumulated.
That they actually had. Wow.
You get what I'm saying? Why? Because they did something, and that something did not replicate itself into the other people.
Wow.
Because it's just a commoner thing. It's just common. Everybody, like it is ordained for you, to get married. It's ordained for you to, it's a must, okay, if you're living, to work, build a house, do some business, travel around. That's a must. That's common. But then How do you make people feel at the end of the day?
Sure.
What is that testimony that people talk about you? What does your presence command when you enter somewhere? If they mention your name, what do people feel about the mention of your name? That's what we talk about. That's what we mean when we talk about success. So if you're not yet there, and it's all about accumulating of property and all this stuff, so forth and so on, well and good, you can accumulate property and all that. Then tsunami comes,
And
washes
sweeps
it
it over.
away, and all that stuff. So what's next? So people are not mindful of what you are doing for yourself, property, money, being chunks of money and all that. People are mindful of how you're changing their lives and how you make them feel positively. So if you're not yet there, then you are not yet on the ladder of success. So you need to use what you're having, the education intelligence you got. You need to use it to boost up the life intelligence.
Okay.
One day I got a time to interface with a professor, university here, not mention the name, on Makerere. He was doing, he teaches, very many people, and people graduate, they're good people, others are ministers and so forth and so on. The kids are doing good, but his life is not moving forward. When you look at him,
He's stuck.
there is no taste and flavor and color on his life. Then we were talking, then I was telling him, do you know that you are a failure in life? Then he was like, what do you mean, Jonathan? I told him, if you cannot replicate the books you have in your head into something impactful, and you're only depending on salary, then you are a failure. They say, what is the problem? You have not yet tapped into your life intelligence. Give an example. When we came on here on earth, man inwardly replicated civilization without seeing a blackboard.
Sure.
So what we saw million years ago was a result of life intelligence that is imbibed within you.
Sure.
So if you don't tap into it, then you will not see the beauty of success.
Wow. This is impacting me as well. I feel like I've acquired the services of a life coach.
Thank you.
In a shortcut manner, if I should say. And I would have asked, who needs the services of a life coach? Who needs a life coach? But I feel like I've already gotten the answer. The thing is, every one of us needs somebody to talk them into moving from the education, the intelligence we acquire from school and class and all that, into something that builds who we are on the inside.
So true.
I feel like, wow, I should have known this years ago. Maybe I would be, well,
good. You've
but
known it now.
anyway,
Yeah.
talking about maybe the individuals, but
Yeah.
let's now talk about the generation in
So
general.
So true.
What is that one thing that pushes this generation, the people that we are today, the generation of today, to need this life intelligence?
So true. Now this generation is suffering, something that I call escaping away from the process of growth. We are growing up into a fast world, a fast world economy, different world orders where technology is so swift and everything moves fast and at a rapid speed. Dynamics and everything is different.
Sure.
So there is a desire, growing desire of getting things quicker.
Wow. Yeah, sure.
So getting things quicker puts you on an edge where, you are escaping the process of growth. Nobody jumps up, everybody grows up.
Sure.
So being that you are escaping the process of growth, then you start chasing ambition. There is a difference between vision and ambition.
Sure.
Vision is what you were designed to have.
Okay.
You mark that word, designed to have. Literally, it's a must. You have to have that. Then ambition is chasing what you want to get. And the more you chase ambition, the more it runs far away from you. Let me just give an example. No matter who is the fastest man on the earth, you can never chase a cheetah and get it.
True.
You can never chase a lion and get it. Okay, let's say it's a race. So envisage yourself that if you are in ambition, you can never chase a lion and get it.
True.
So the only way you can, create a stronger platform and a springboard for you right now and the future you want to get is run with vision.
Okay.
Vision puts you in a process where you go through all the underlying factors of growth.
Sure.
All the underlying factors of growth. In vision, there is no shortcut, and there is no software.
Okay.
Everything is raw and hardware. You get what I'm saying? That's what we're talking about earlier, that people do stuff, and when they pass on to glory, everything perishes with them.
Sure.
So if a person is operating with the vision, you find a young man, a young girl who they are operating on a vision, you can track their growth, you can track their success.
Sure.
Now, I always tell people, I always talk about the pyramid of success. It is in 4 stages. We all start on survival, we go to security, success, and then significance. Now, every one of us, there is a time where you are just surviving. You're out of school
Living
and you
for
want
today.
living for, you want to make ends meet and so forth and so on. Okay, it's time for me to leave my parents' house and all that. Then you don't know where the next strength will come. Okay, if you're having a job, you're being paid 600 or 1,000,000. Other things, you need to buy a nice shoe, you need to look presentable in your people and friends and so forth and so on.
Sure.
So you're trying to make things fit in what you want, but it's all about survival. Many people take advantage of you. The young ladies getting jobs and all that, bosses, wicked bosses do all that stuff and all that.
Sure.
Then you kind of grow through the experience, because that's a process of growth. You've lost money, trusted people with money. A person tells you, invest into this, I'll give you 10K or 20K per day. Oh, sounds a good deal. At the end of the month, I have my 600K. Then they run away. You can't get them from anywhere.
Sure.
That's survival. So security, you started drawing a certain hedge around you.
Okay.
Now, this friend I keep, if I'm getting into a business transaction, I need a lawyer, I need to do this and so forth and so on. Then from there, you go to success. Success is where you've started doing things independently.
Okay.
You can make decisions as yourself. You are now moving in line with vision. You're not influenced by other people's sparkling success, and you say, oh, I started with him, and he was my village mate, but he's too far away from me. How did he do it? Let me find out. Let me also chase him. No. In vision, there is no competition. No. There's no competition. You live life of impact, and you can really feel it. Then from there, you go to the level of significance. The level of significance is what I've been telling you, that at the mention of your name, people feel your impact. People can understand that this person is on earth to do this and to transform this and to tap lives this way.
Wow.
So the problem we are facing in the young generation, people are drifting away or escaping the process of growth, and they want to achieve everything so fast. And on this earth, unless you're going on another planet, but on this planet where human beings are,
Sure.
you have to go through the process of growth.
Sure.
You escape it, you're frustrating yourself.
And then maybe you have to get back to the drawing board
Definitely.
again and move in circles, and before
Definitely.
you know it, it's too late.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Interesting.
Thank you. Yeah.
Looking at growth, looking at this generation, looking at the so many people that you've talked to, looking at the so many years you've worked as a life coach, looking at this experience with life that you have actually built over years.
Yes. Okay.
What would you consider life's biggest hurdle?
Now, life's biggest hurdle is running too fast, but in a wrong direction.
Wow.
You get what I'm saying? That's life's biggest hurdle. I've squandered resources before. I've wasted energy before, simply because I was running too fast, but in the wrong direction. You get what I'm saying? You could have a full tank in your car. The car is good, well serviced. It's a 4-wheel drive, so forth and so on. But you cannot tell me you want to go to Ginger, then you get to Massacre Road. When will you ever reach? Wow. There is a word I use in English. It's called impossicant. Anyway, that's my
You've started coining your own words. Anyway,
yes.
All right.
Impossicant, you add impossibility plus can't. So it is a very chronic
it's
situation.
Impossible, and then you can't even.
Yes.
Anyway, my English is not that big, so
that is life's biggest hurdle.
Okay.
You run so fast in a wrong direction, you're going to waste resources, you're wasting time, and you're wasting energy. And these 3 things are things that can never be recovered.
Wow. Once gone, gone
It is
forever.
gone. It's gone.
Okay.
Mm.
Then I'll ask a question. I
Yes.
wasn't prepared to ask, but I'll ask anyway.
So true.
Uh, how do I know I'm moving in the right direction? Because, well, Ginger Road, yes,
Mm.
Massacre Road, yes, but then as long as I'm on a highway and it's good, all well, good to go and all, well, I'll keep driving anyway. So
Mm.
for me not to go all the way to Lukaya when I'm supposed to be heading to Ginger,
Mm.
how do I, figure out that I think I'm heading in the right direction? This is the wrong direction.
Now, this is it. This is what I always tell people.
Mhm.
Knowing that you are doing something and you're in the right direction, mark these one or two things. When you're doing something and you don't need external encouragement to do it.
The motivation coming from within, not outside. Okay.
If you're doing something and you love it from within, you don't need any external encouragement to take you forward. You see, I do not encourage people to do what they do. No. I coach people on how to do what they're supposed to do.
Sure.
That's why I tell people I'm not a motivational speaker. I do not arouse emotions. You could come in a session of a motivation speaker. They cram words, good words, they speak to you, feel nice,
All
you
these
jump up
quotes
and
and
all
all.
that. But when you get out of those four walls, then you meet with reality. Whatever you had evaporates from your head. You get what I'm saying?
Sure.
So when you are doing something and you encourage yourself from within, you have taken up personal responsibility. Hey, look, this is what I'm meant to do. I have to do it. I have to do this. When you can sit down and plan for that something,
Sure.
put measures, on board, and get the courage to push forward. Whether you have the resources, whether you have the connections, whether you have the money, or you don't have it, and you say this thing must do. Why? Because I feel it from within. Then you are on the right track.
Wow.
You are on the right track.
Wow. With all these questions and then this conversation I'm having with you, I'm getting more interested in how you live your life. Honestly speaking, I'm compelled to ask, what's your typical day like? Because I feel like maybe I wake up on the wrong side of my bed every day and then do things because I'm supposed to do them and then go to work and all that. What's your typical day like? Maybe speaking for somebody out there, would love to copy this. Not necessarily copy, but be inspired to do something on my own.
Okay.
Yes, sure.
Okay, good. My day is like I wake up by 5 a.m.
Okay.
When I wake up by 5 a.m., I put on some music, worship music, and then I go into what I call the silent mode.
Okay.
I'm in there because I need prayer. I need to meditate. I need to tap into the supernatural power. Me as a person, that's my lifestyle.
Okay.
So for about an hour, I'm pacing around, make sure that I don't doze again.
Okay.
And sleep again. So for about an hour, then within that hour, I get into meditation and so forth and so on, a lot of things. So coming to 6, then I get to shower, put on my clothes, drive off to office. I try to make sure that I'm the first person at office, and that's how it has been.
Sure.
So my team, when they come, I'm already there.
Okay.
So when I get to office, before 8 a.m., I need to do what I call content creation.
Okay.
I create my content every day.
Okay.
Every day. I need to make sure I fetch something from within me that can help me to keep updated and never to be outdated.
Sure.
I'm always on the go to do what I'm meant to do. Why? Because I keep equipping myself every day. Morning. Why do I do morning? Because my mind is open up to anything that is productive and essential for me. Okay. Then from there, I engage with my team. What are we supposed to do, so on and so on. Then we start off work. Then I start seeing people, get into meetings and all that. Then in the evening, when everybody is away, I sit down to read. I could read about for 4 hours and all that. So when it's coming to about 30 minutes to midnight, I'm driving back home. leave alone, okay, the curfew we are into because of the COVID-19,
Okay.
but that's my life. So I kind of rest for about 4 to 5 hours, and that's my cycle.
Well, among the things that you talked about that you do, I do have the silent time in the morning, but it's normally to doze off,
Mm.
contemplate between waking up and going back to bed and all that. But anyway, I do have at least one thing.
Yeah.
Maybe the contents is what differs, but anyway, I do have something.
Wow, good.
So as we wind up this talk and discussion,
Mm.
what's that one word that you would a word of advice that you have for the young people out there? Yeah, sure.
Now, this is what I would tell the young people, is that do whatever you can to stop running life on trial and error. Get to a position where you do a discovery of yourself and be intentional and deliberate with whatever you do every day.
Okay.
With whatever you do every day. They always say association brings about assimilation, which is true and very good. At one time of life, I reached to the point and said, if it's meant for me to be alone, but I am building up success and I am moving towards the future that I am meant to live, it is okay. Most of the people who know me around, I don't have best friends that go beyond 4 or 5. Me to sit down, give you my time for an hour, 30 minutes, 2 hours, and we are laughing and all that, you have to be that special person. I practiced that for the last 5 years, and everything shifted. I am certain of what I am meant to do, where I am meant to be, how I am meant to present myself, and who the people are meant to hang out with every day. The advice I will give you, start with that. Never and jump away from that lifestyle of doing things on trial and error. And also do whatever you can to skip away from the survival mode of life. And there is no way that can come if you don't equip yourself in this manner. I'm not doing things try and let me try this, will it work? Let me try this, will it work? You're into, because you just want to be active. You just want to be active. People see you're up to something.
Busy.
Yeah, you're busy, but honestly, there is no productivity.
True.
That's what I can tell you. Why? Because if you are not sharp enough, this world is driving people too speedy to the wrong path.
Okay.
But then you have all the control to control your life, maneuver yourself to the right place you're supposed to be.
Sure.
If you follow what we have discussed throughout this interview and many more things you can tap into, if you seek to have a meeting with me and we go deeper in whatever you want to discuss with, then it will help you. But that's what I could say right now. And probably the last thing is I want to say something to the parents.
Sure.
It's very important. Parents, please listen to this. Make sure you equip your young ones to be greater than you.
Sure.
If your children do not be greater than you, then you as a parent, you are a failure in life.
Sure.
I want you to mark that. Make sure that you equip your children to be greater than you. How? Make sure that your children get to associate and interface with people like we. Speak unique wisdom in their lives.
Sure.
Help them become who they are just at a tender age. There is no problem in that. A person to discover their destiny at 14 and 15 years. You get what I'm saying?
Sure.
Then start teaching them concepts from a young age. It's good to go to school, no problem. Attain the degree is fine. But let there be an addition of teaching them some concepts that will help them become unique when they get out of school and so forth and so on.
Sure.
But just mark this: if your children don't become greater than you, then you as a parent, you are a failure in life.
Well, if I add any salt to that, I would maybe make the cake go bad. So I'll just say, parents, make your children greater than you. And to the kids out there, the young people out there, the youth out there, you know exactly what to do. And if at all you want to reach him, I think you should give us your contacts, your office, social media handles, and all that, so that so, this generation has all gone berserk on phones and all that. So
Mm, mm, mm.
maybe if at all someone can reach you on phone or WhatsApp or Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or whatever,
Okay.
instead of just, looking through what exactly is trending and going by the trends, maybe getting to you and using
Mm.
that time and data usefully could help.
That's important. Okay,
Sure.
on social media, Facebook, I'm there. We're there as Jonathan Light Limited.
Okay.
You can get us there. Instagram is LFC Jonathan Light. LFC stands for Life Coach.
Okay.
Then Twitter is still Jonathan Light Limited. LinkedIn, it's Jonathan Light Limited.
Okay.
Probably I think that YouTube is Jonathan Light. You find me there. Then I could give you two WhatsApp numbers you can engage me on.
Okay.
One is 0706 225 101, 0706 225 101, and then a 0750 131378. Those numbers you can WhatsApp and we can have a time together, be it online, wherever you are, be it Skype, be it, anywhere. We have a lot of advantages on how we can reach ourselves
Okay.
and, impact, so long as you create a platform and a medium of exchange, it can be felt anywhere. So that is it. And my mail is jonathanlightug@gmail.com. jonathanlightug@gmail.com.
Well, you've had the man, and I believe your life will not remain the same if at all you just got through to and fro through this interview. Listen to these words. Check out his website. Check out his social media. Look at the things that he does. Look at the words that are written all over there. Sometimes we are scared of how much we're going to spend to get these services, and at times it is way cheaper for you to spend a little to gain this service that is actually going to make you gain and uh, grow into the person that you're supposed to be. So, again, check through his social media handles, Jonathan Light Limited, everywhere that you can check. Check out the website, it has all the details. And you'll, of course, see the venue of the offices in case you want to see him in person, set up an appointment, and all that. I believe your life will be impacted. Once again, this is the Gospel Blaze Network. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can check out our Facebook page. You can check out Instagram. And we can as well come to you. We can host you. You can talk to us. We can help you grow your business. We can inspire many using what you have. So reach us, please, and we can impact so many using your life as an example. Once again, Kalubo Wanold is my name, Gospel Blaze Network.